Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnStampingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make the diagonal gatefold card. I got the idea from my friend Barb. Oh my gosh, I love her card. And I made my team cards this month using her design. So I just went ahead and changed it up a little bit with the designer paper. And that is from the Fruit Stand designer paper pack. And then the Celebrate, let me show you the stamp sets we're using. The Celebrate Your Day is from the designer tin of cards. And then also, I always knew you could do it, is also from the designer tin of cards. And then I stamped the flowers are from the Fresh Fruit stamp set. This one and this little one right here with the 2 dots for the center. So this is how the card folds up. Isn't it cute? So now this will fit in a regular size envelope, but I did make a couple other envelopes with the envelope punch board just to give you an idea if you want to mail it a certain way, because the way I mailed my glitter queens, let me show you that. Okay, so then this is how I mailed out my downline cards this month. So the card actually folds back and then folds forward, so it fits into a regular size envelope. But the trick is they won't know exactly how the card goes together until they start playing with it, and they know that it goes like this. So it's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle in their mailbox this month. So let me show you the other 2 envelopes. Now if you don't want to mail them like that, now this is the same designer paper as the Fruit Stand that we used for the card. So now this size, I wrote it here, this size is the 5.5 by 6.5 inch size. So now this card fits into the envelope the way it's supposed to be sitting, the card. So you can see how it sits like that. Okay. And then this one has 1 panel opened and 1 panel crossed over. So they're going to have to cross this one over. And this size envelope, I used the 5.5 by 7.5 inch side on the envelope punch board. So this card is going to sit like this inside of that envelope. Okay, so there's a few options you can use when mailing this card. Of course, the most inexpensive way would probably be with the regular size. But the thing is, they won't know how to put the card together unless they're playing with it. So it's totally up to you. But let's go ahead and get started. We're going to make a Christmas version. Now let me show you that version. So here's the Christmas version. This is the one we're going to make today. And then you open it up and it looks like that. Isn't it cute? So of course we're using the cookie cutter Christmas gingerbread. Okay, so then this one is a Halloween version. Super cute. Okay, so we're making the Christmas one. So let's grab our cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to be using real red cardstock, and I'm going to actually cut and score this with you. Okay, so let me give you the other measurements. This is the designer paper, the Candy Cane Lane. This is on the promotion right now. You can buy 3 designer papers and you get the 4th one free. So you're going to cut 2 pieces, and these are both cut at 2 1/4 by 4 7/8. And then 2 pieces of crumb cake, and these are both cut at 2 1/2 by 5 1/8. Okay, then the inside is cut at 2 5/8 by 5 3/8. So let's grab our paper trimmer. Okay, so we're going to, first we're going to cut this down to 8 1/4. So 8 1/4. So this is the 8.5 inch side, so we're just going to cut a 1/4 inch off. Okay, so now we're going to score this on the 8 1/4 inch side. We're going to score this at 2 3/4 and then 5 1/2. Okay, now we're going to turn it on the 11 inch side, and we're going to cut this at 5 1/2. So this is actually going to make 2 cards. We're just going to make the one today. Okay, so now on your score lines, right here, hopefully that's showing up on camera. So now on the score line here, we're going to score on the top left corner of your score line down to the right side point bottom. So we're going to go ahead and score here. So all I'm doing, hopefully this is showing up on camera, I'm lining this point up on the score line on the left hand side and then scoring down to the right point. Then I'm going to take this point over here, the left side, down to the right. Once again, same thing, just on the opposite side. Okay, so now this is going to make your diagonal fold. So then that's how it looks when you fold it up. Okay, Easy. All right, now we're going to cut our designer paper and our crumb cake. I don't know if you noticed this or not, but on the Christmas version, which is the one we're making today, I have a piece of crumb cake cardstock layered behind the designer paper. And then also on the pumpkin pie version with the Halloween card, but this one I just used the basic black for the back panel, and then I added it with the designer paper on the front. Okay, so you can do either one, but we're going to make it with the designer paper and the crumb cake. Okay, so now the easiest way to decide on how you're going to angle cut these pieces, I'm going to cut the crumb cake, is you're going to layer this piece right onto the front to get an idea of where you're wanting to cut it. So we're going to cut it from left to right. I'm going to cut both pieces that way. So point to point and cut. And then point to point on this piece because we're going to layer those two together. Okay, so you see how they layer together. Now I'm going to go ahead and adhere these together really quick. Okay, so then when we close the card, you can see how these are going to layer right onto that panel, okay? And then this one is going to layer onto this side, okay? Now we're going to do the back side part of the card. So this back side here and over here. So the same thing, we're going to take our crumb cake and we're going to layer it onto the card, and now we're going to cut it from the right to the left bottom. And we're going to cut both pieces that way. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and layer these pieces together. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and put these on the card. Okay, so cute. All right, now we're going to do some stamping. We're going to use these two stamp sets. We're going to use the Cookie Cutter Christmas for the gingerbread. And then for the greeting, we're going to use this Merry and Bright. And then also for the inside is Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. So I'm going to use the Early Espresso for my gingerbread. And then the Memento ink for the greetings. Okay, now for the inside panel, I'm going to go ahead and stamp Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. Okay, we're going to use the Cookie Cutter Builder punch. Punch out the little gingerbread. So while I have the punch out, I'm going to go ahead and punch out the red glimmer paper. I'm going to punch out 3 bows. Okay, now we're going to grab our Big Shot. Okay, I'm going to punch out the scallop circle, and this is in the layering circle framelits. I'm just going to punch out a Whisper white one, and then we're going to use the bunch of banners. We're going to use this one to cut out the Merry and Bright. Hopefully that's straight. So for the inside of my card where it says Have a Holly Jolly Christmas, we're going to stamp the gingerbread man. We're going to use the Early Espresso again for that. And I'm going to stamp a couple of the gingerbread men, one like going right way and then one hanging over off of this top. So one like this, and then turn it, stamp one upside down. He's so cute. Okay, now I'm going to take my red glimmer paper. I'm going to use the 2-inch circle punch. This is going to fit right inside of our Whisper White scallop circle that we punched out. So I'm going to go ahead and layer these together. Okay, then our little gingerbread is going to get popped up on dimensionals. So then the 3 bows, we're going to put one on each of the gingerbread. I'm just going to put adhesive on the back of those. So cute. All right, now we're going to go ahead and put it on the card. So we're going to put this on the inside. And then this is going to go on the front. So you're going to close your card, and then you're just going to position it so it's facing the right way when it's closed. Okay, and I'm just going to put one dimensional at the very top. Okay, so just put a dimensional at the very top, and then I'm going to position it when the card's closed so it's facing right. Okay, and then you want to make sure that there's enough clearance for the card when it's open like that. Okay, and then we're just going to pop this up on dimensional, just one again. And I'm going to put that right onto the panel as well, right above the gingerbread. Just like that. Okay, so it looks like that. Isn't it cute? Okay, so there's the Christmas version. And then here's the other one. Then the Halloween version. Cute. And then my Glitter Queens team card. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.